Early next year, the head of the Michigan State Police plans to retire, but will continue in her position until Governor Snyder's term is up.
And when that happens, she'll be able to start drawing on her pension and collect a healthy paycheck. That's something educators have also regularly done.
But how is it possible, and are taxpayers being cheated? TV5's Jamie Sherrod digs deeper in this I-Team report.
The daily grind, some call it the rat race. We work for years to get the opportunity to leave the grind behind and to relax, trading alarm clocks for all-inclusive vacations. No hurry, no rush. Meet Rick Roberts. He spent almost 40 years teaching math and science and was even a middle school principal in Mount Pleasant. He says he loved it.
The curiosity of the kids, they're coming in, what are we going to do today? Oh, that was fun. Planning something and then seeing how they respond to it.
But he felt it was the right time to hang up his lesson plan and enjoy life, hitting the gym, traveling at least 3 times a year, and reading more than he could have imagined. But the pull of the classroom was too strong. He got a call from one of his former colleagues asking if he knew of any qualified young teachers. He didn't, but said he knew of a seasoned educator who could help. Now he's back in the classroom as a substitute teacher, being paid by the district while collecting his pension. But is that legal? And should it be? Now, many people are asking the very same question about the head of the Michigan State Police, Colonel Christy Etchew. In October, Etchew announced her plans to retire, making her eligible for a one-time payment of $500,000 and a yearly pension of more than $90,000. But Governor Snyder says he intends to rehire her into that same position at her current salary. 2 cases from very different ends of the spectrum. Some call it double dipping and say it's wrong. Others don't see a problem.
I would totally still go back to work.
I guess I'd be angry. At the same time, I wouldn't be, because if I was in that same position, I would do the same thing.
I feel great about that because that's what I'm doing right now.
Really?
So, yes.
Now, many think it's a case of double dipping, but according to the state's Office of Retirement, that's not the case.
I would say it's not common, but it does happen. I mean, there are times when as an employer, the state needs to find a certain level of expertise or a certain knowledge set, and sometimes a retired member of either state police or the civilian ranks or the state employee system is the best place to go get that.
Kurt Weiss is with the state's Office of Retirement. He says he wants to be absolutely clear about one thing when it comes to so-called double dipping and state workers.
But they cannot collect their pension and a salary at the same time. So this term you hear about double dipping all the time, the Retirement Act in the state of Michigan prevents double dipping.
So Colonel Etchew would not be able to collect both her pension and salary. She can either retire and receive just her pension or return back to her position and earn just her salary. But what about Rick Roberts and other public school workers? What are the rules for them? State lawmakers are still trying to sort that out.
But what we're after is making sure that we fill that hole for our kids with substitute teachers.
Representative Holly Hughes introduced a bill last year aimed at filling the critical shortage in teachers. Now it allows retirees to still receive their pension while getting paid to substitute teach. That legislation is still working its way through the state legislature.
1,000 or 1,500 classrooms a day in Michigan going without a teacher is ridiculous. They may live down the street. They know the district, they know the kids, and they have the experience, so why not use them?
Whether trying to fill the desperate need for qualified teachers or simply trying to hold on to someone because of expertise, when a retiree decides to get back into the game, state officials say they're doing what they can to ensure that your tax dollars are being protected. For this I-Team report, I'm Jamie Sherrod, WNEM TV5.